Why does the Israel-Palestine conflict persist? This question has echoed through decades of turmoil and negotiation. Today, we're diving into one of the most complex and long-standing conflicts in modern history, the Israel-Palestine conflict. Understanding this conflict requires a deep dive into its historical roots, key events, and the impact it has had on millions of lives. Let's break it down. The roots of the Israel-Palestine conflict stretch back over a century. To truly understand how it all began, we need to go back to the late 19th century. During this time, two significant movements were emerging: Zionism and Arab nationalism. Zionism advocated for the establishment of a Jewish homeland in the region historically known as Palestine, while Arab nationalism was growing among the Arabs in response to the decline of the Ottoman Empire, aiming for independence and self-determination. In 1917, during World War I, the British issued the Balfour Declaration, expressing support for the establishment of a national home for the Jewish people in Palestine. This was done without consulting the Arab population, leading to increasing tensions. After the Ottoman Empire's defeat in World War I, Britain took control of Palestine under the League of Nations mandate. During the 1920s and 1930s, Jewish immigration to Palestine increased significantly, fueled by persecution in Europe, leading to rising tensions and violence between Jews and Arabs in the region. By the late 1930s, the situation had become increasingly volatile, with both sides engaging in acts of violence. The British, unable to control the escalating conflict, handed the issue over to the newly formed United Nations. In 1947, the United Nations proposed a partition plan to create separate Jewish and Arab states, with Jerusalem under international control. The Jewish leadership accepted the plan, but the Arab leaders rejected it, leading to the outbreak of violence. On May 14, 1948, Israel declared its independence, leading to the First Arab-Israeli War. Neighboring Arab states, Egypt, Jordan, Syria, and Iraq, invaded Israel, but Israel managed to survive and even expand its territory beyond the United Nations plan. This war resulted in significant displacement and set the stage for ongoing conflict. One of the most significant turning points was the 1967 Six-Day War, where Israel captured the West Bank, Gaza Strip, East Jerusalem, the Sinai Peninsula, and the Golan Heights. This war drastically altered the map of the region and set the stage for ongoing disputes over these territories, further entrenching the conflict. Several peace efforts followed, including the Camp David Accords in 1978 and the Oslo Accords in 1993. While these agreements brought some hope, they ultimately failed to bring a lasting resolution. Figures like David Ben-Gurion, Yasser Arafat, and Mahmoud Abbas have played significant roles in shaping the conflict and the ongoing struggle for peace. The internal Palestinian divide between the secular Fatah party and the Islamist group Hamas has further complicated efforts for peace. Hamas, which controls the Gaza Strip, has been in conflict with Israel, leading to several wars and ongoing blockades, adding layers of complexity to the conflict. The human toll of the Israel-Palestine conflict has been devastating. Thousands of lives have been lost and millions have been displaced. The Gaza Strip, in particular, has seen significant destruction due to repeated conflicts. The West Bank faces ongoing issues such as settlement expansion, checkpoints, and restrictions on movement, severely affecting the daily lives of Palestinians. The international community has long been involved in efforts to resolve the conflict. The United Nations has passed numerous resolutions calling for a two-state solution, but these have yet to be fully implemented. The United States has historically been a key ally of Israel, often mediating peace talks, while many European and Arab nations have supported Palestinian aspirations. Despite these efforts, the conflict remains unresolved, with both sides deeply entrenched in their positions. Recent years have seen new efforts to resolve the conflict, including the Abraham Accords, which normalized relations between Israel and several Arab states. However, the core issues between Israel and the Palestinians remain unresolved. The two-state solution, which envisions an independent Palestinian state alongside Israel, is still widely supported but has yet to be realized. The path to peace is fraught with challenges, but many continue to push for dialogue and negotiation as the only way forward. The hope for a peaceful resolution remains, but achieving it will require significant compromises from both sides. If you found this video informative, please subscribe to your channel name for more in-depth explorations of global issues. Don't forget to like, comment, and share your thoughts below. Let's keep the conversation going.